네, 지금 바로 전략 세워보도록 하겠습니다. 아무래도 미증시에서 여러 가지 중요하고 굵직한 내용들이 좀 시장에 충격을 안겨줄 것으로 예측이 되고 있기 때문에 오늘은 직접 홍콩과 미국에서 모셔봤습니다. 미국에서 오신 렉스 파이낸셜 CEO 스캇님 모셔보도록 하겠습니다. 안녕하십니까? Hello, nice to meet you.
안녕하세요.
미국인 입장에서 어떻게 지금 현 상황 보는지 좀 질문 드려보고 싶어요. Mr. Scott, so in Americans' view, how do you feel about today's Trump tariff result?
Yes, I think the market was expecting a more measured approach. I think the consensus was that most were expecting like 10% across the board without the ratcheting higher of reciprocal tariffs. The trouble with that is that I don't think the market was paying attention to the early talk with Mexico and Canada from election day to inauguration. There was an ongoing massive dispute with threats of up to 100%, 50%, 0, 50, 25, all over the place. So I'm not surprised to see what I would say like a worse foot forward, something that the market was not expecting, and some countries are really clearly getting caught offsides.
네, 결국 예상은 한 10%대였지만 보여 좀 과하게 나고 추가적인 좀 협상까지 가능하다라고 보시는 것 같아요. So do you expect, can it be more further negotiations between the countries, between US?
Yes, I'll guarantee it. I think Donald Trump prides himself on being a negotiator. So I don't think there's many things that he does where it's just like set in stone. Everything becomes a negotiation for what he believes what's right for the American public.
Mr. Scott, so for this reciprocal tariff, so what Trump does want to each countries? So for example, Trump needs barrier or drug problem solutions for Mexico and Canada, but what Trump needs for Korea and Japan and other countries.
Yeah, I think the goal is to reset trade balances where the United States typically acts as at a negative imbalance. Reset trade balances. Also create more jobs in U.S. manufacturing, kind of try to onshore more jobs and production, and obviously raise some what could be a significant amount of money to help fulfill his domestic policy agenda.
자, 결국 무역에 있어서 밸런스, 일자리 창출, 고용 창출 등이 있어서 결국 좀 미국에게 긍정적일 수 있는 내용들을 좀 협상으로 가져오길 바란다라고 말씀해 주셨습니다. 최근 계속해서 불거지고 있는 미국의 좀 이 경기 침체, 경기 둔화 우려에 대해서도 함께 좀 질문을 드려봐야지 이 무역 관세 부과 이후 시장이 정말 충격이 이어갈 수 있을지 체크해 봐야 될 것 같습니다. So recently, not only the tariff problem, but market worrying about the stagflation because the high inflation, but the economy getting worse. So what do you think about the U.S. economy right now as American people's view?
Yeah, I think for the last couple of months, basically since inauguration, we were kind of waiting for what's going to happen with tariffs. So there's a fog that's been over the United States. Hopefully it's potentially lifted. If you're running a company, if you're a consumer debating about making some purchases, especially if you're an international company, I think you would have to hit pause on a lot of activity. And I think that's what's taken place at the beginning of this year. It'll be interesting to see what happens after today, if there is some revitalized consumer economic spending, which I have to doubt right now with the market being selling off as much as it has. If you look at some of the consumer spending numbers most recently, the U.S. economy has been largely held up by the higher income earners, which in the United States would be deemed about 125,000 and up. That is about half of the consumer spending data that we get. They've been basically staying put as far as their output, as far as what they're spending. It'll be interesting to see if the market continuing to sell off kind of has them pull back. And then you could have this case where maybe the consumer spending does decline even more significantly, and then we're focused on where the inflation numbers come out on here. So I think stagflation is in play. You saw it as recently as last Friday with data. But I think with this fog lifting, hopefully we could see some economic activity kind of continuing and we could avoid it.
So finally, I think, and we think the tariff increases the cost burden of U.S. citizens. So what do you think about this? Can it increase the inflation rates?
Quite potentially. I mean, in general, a tariff is basically a tax, right? Somebody has to pay it, whether it's the consumer or the company itself. I think we would have to step back and see what the entire economic policy is. There's been a lot of talk about some tax cuts for certain people in the United States, whether it's like no tax on tips or no tax on Social Security. So there could be also some unlocking of taxes that could help offset some of these tariffs or, as you say, taxes that people would have to pay.
결국 이러한 내용들이 또 미국 내에서는 또 어느 정도 좀 상쇄에 대한 가능성이 있지 않나라는 생각이 들기도 하고 그런 언급을 해주셨는데 이건 두 분께 좀 순차적으로 질문 드려보면 좋을 것 같아요. 섹터, 수혜 기업에 대한 내용인데 After the biggest tax cut in the US, so what companies and what sectors can be advantages in the stock market?
Yeah, I think on a going forward basis from the United States, it's actually kind of funny is that a diversified portfolio for the last 5 years in the United States was the S&P and NASDAQ. Everybody was so long local stocks. I think over this year has really brought attention to global again. And that brings back into gold, to Bitcoin, to, European stocks, Asian stocks. So I think people are kind of waking up a little bit, especially with this sell-off to being a little more diversified again. I believe the top sector so far this year is European defense stocks, which, if you think about it, makes sense, right?
미국이 아니고 not US?
Yeah, not U.S. And that's as we pull back aid from Ukraine, and what Trump is doing is kind of making the other European countries step up and invest more to help protect against Russia and whatever else. So I think it's no longer big tech, Mag 7, and nothing else. It's definitely a little more of a diversified portfolio approach going on right now.
오히려 이 미국의 대규모 감세안을 예상함에 따라서 어떤 기업과 어떤 섹터가 수혜를 받을 수 있는지 질문 드렸는데 오히려 뭐 요즘 골드와 비트코인에 대한 관심도 커지고 있고 여기에 더해서 유럽 국방주에 대한 특히 뭐 여러 전쟁을 언급해 주시면서 거기에 대한 수혜를 언급해 주신 점을 저희가 굉장히 또 흥미롭게 미국인의 시선에서도 이런 식으로 유럽의 국방을 바라보고 있구나, 유럽 국방 관련주에 대한 전망을 하고 있구나라는 생각 해볼 수 있는 것 같습니다. Mr. Scott, so we really wonder, is it weird there are so many criticisms and blames about Tesla and Elon Musk because of the Dodge in US? How do you really feel?
I think a lot of Americans that see Elon Musk kind of cheerleading job cuts.
잠시 번역하고 갈게요. 치어리더 같다라고 느낀다라는 거잖아요. 미국인의 입장에선.
Yeah, cheerleading job cuts, cheerleading aid cuts. I think a lot of people are unsettled with that.
네.
So if you were against Donald Trump politically, you're probably just going to align yourself like being against Elon Musk. Is it fair to take it out on the company, an EV leader in the United States? No, I don't think so at all. But I think it just shows like the polarization of what's going on in American politics right now.
결국 훌륭하게 두 가지를 모두 수행하고 있는 건 동의하지 않고 결국 좀 뭔가 미국 자체를 분열시키는데 좀 일조하고 있다라는 식의 발언을 해주셨어요. 결국 미국인의 시각인 거거든요. 미국의 입장에서는 두 가지도 동시에 할 수 있는 좀 능력이 없다. 결국 오히려 정치적인 불화에 좀 일조하고 있는 인물이 아닌가라는 시선이 지금 미국인의 입장에서는 그렇게 좋게만은 보지 않기 때문에 두 분의 발언을 좀 합해 본다라면 특히 오기석 대표님께서 앞서 말씀해 주신 내용까지 합쳐 본다라면 테슬라를 사랑하고 테슬라의 주가의 상승을 기원하는 사람이라면 조속히 돌아가라. 라고 하는 의견이 조금 더 팽배한 것 같습니다. 테슬라에 대한 이야기 함께 여기서 마무리해 보도록 하겠고요.
채팅창 보니까
네.
질문 중에 하나가
먼저 말씀해 주세요.
스캇한테 질문이 있더라고요.
네.
테슬라 좋아하냐, 엔비디아 좋아하냐.
한번 해주세요. 먼저 해주시죠.
One of the question for you in the chat room is do you prefer Tesla stock or Nvidia stock?
For what kind of time frame? Any time frame?
any time
Just in
frame?
general?
Yeah.
I think both companies are incredible. I think Tesla's been beaten up so much. And if Elon Musk can focus more of his attention on his core company, and I believe we need to get through this next second quarter of their data, the cars data, where he was like fully in the office basically of the White House and see what kind of impact he's made against Tesla cars. But I think this will probably repivot his focus to making sure they hit on their other areas. That's continuing to build out energy storage, continuing to build out robotics, and continuing to build out autonomous vehicles. So if I had to pick one right now, I'd probably pick Tesla, but I do like both companies. I do own both companies in my portfolio.
Oh, like, do you know that Korean people love the leverage stocks, leverage ETF of Tesla?
I love it. Actually, I didn't know it until we came out with the first 2x Tesla and 2x NVIDIA and 2x MicroStrategy. We were the first ones in the United States to do that. And then I found out Koreans absolutely love leveraged single stocks. We saw a number of our products up on like the most active traded Korean stock boards. And that's kind of what started our voyage coming here pretty frequently, hiring my new colleague right here. So yes, we are very well aware. And, I personally trade them. So I think they're great products. I think it's also important to just kind of fully understand what you're investing in and understanding that they're short-term trading vehicles.
So recently we heard that NVIDIA trying to change their name to NVIDIA. So 두 분 중에서, so both of you guys, have you heard about this? 이런 소식 들어본 적 혹시 있으실까요?
I haven't.
I have not.
두 분 다 들어본 적 없다.
I've been traveling for the last couple of days.
여행하느라고 또 소식이네.
Maybe after MicroStrategy became Strategy, maybe that kind of changed. Facebook became Meta. Maybe
네,
it's
페이스북
better.
메타로 바꾼 것처럼.
Maybe
네.
it's better for marketing purposes, I guess. I still prefer NVIDIA if I had one. Yeah.
So we have to predict tomorrow's Nasdaq and S&P based on today's future. 결국 관세가 나오긴 나왔는데 불확실성이 해소됐다라고 볼 수 있을지, 결국 내일에 대한 예측이 필요할 것 같아서 한 분씩 내일을 어떻게 예측하고 있는지를 좀 간단하게 질문 드려보도록 할게요. 내일 미증시 어떻게 예측하세요?
I think it looks good.
좋진 않을 것 같다.
Last I saw, Nasdaq was down 4% overnight, and the S&P was down
가만히 크게
3%.
하락했죠.
That does not bode well for tomorrow, unless there's some kind of overnight announcement. But I think this is the starting point where we're going to be on tariffs, and I do believe it's going to be a series of negotiations like we've seen with Canada and Mexico. So we have to see where we end up as far as the U.S. consumers having to foot the bill for a lot of these tariffs.
관세에 대한 협상은 이제부터 시작이다. 라고 이야기해 주셨기 때문에 앞으로는 또 관세에 대한 협상 내용들을 추가적인 발언이 되고, 지금 선물 시장 내용으로 저희가 체크할 수 있었다시피 미증시의 내일 당장 기분 좋은 상승을 좀 기대하기는 어려울 수도 있다라고 두 분 동일하게 말씀해 주셨습니다. 마지막으로는요, 스캇 대표님께 한국 시장의 매력도를 어떻게 또 보시는지 좀 질문 들어보고 싶어요. So, as an American investors, we want to ask you about how do you see about the Korean stock market, because we just recently started the short selling. So, do you really think the Korean market is attractive right now?
Well, I think most Americans, like I said before, their asset allocation has been very limited recently. But I do think that, this year to date has opened up a lot of eyes. And I think there's a number of great companies in Korea. I think we're all very familiar with the Hyundais, the Samsungs, the
충분히 훌륭하고 멋진
LGs.
기업들이 한국에 있죠.
So I do believe we could end up in a place where more Americans start investing abroad and up to and including Korea.
두 분과 오늘 함께 보면서 긴 시간 동안 미증시에 대한 관세 내용 결과 분석해 보면서 앞으로에 대한 시장 예측해봤습니다. 두 분 모두 좋은 말씀 다시 한번 감사드립니다. Thank you.
감사합니다.